Tatiana. Hi.
Hi.
I'm sorry I'm late. Okay, I was going to walk you through this, right? Did you get your books downloaded yet?
I believe so. These are all
Did you
done,
download?
right?
Okay, did you download Adobe Digital?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and then you download your books, right?
Yes, I believe these are them.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I want the Salon Fundamentals. Do you see that one? I'm going to bring up mine so we can be on the same page, okay?
Okay.
Give me a second here.
The cosmetology fundamentals.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm on that.
Okay, as soon as mine comes up, I can show you where I'm at, where you're at. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you for just a
Okay.
second. Oops, wrong one. That one I want. Okay. So I'm going to go to my pivot point. I'm bringing my book up right now. Okay. And then you should have like this on yours also, right?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and click on sign in.
Logan, watch out, baby.
Did you get to yours page first yet?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, hang on, mine's still loading. Mine takes forever. Okay, so this should be the same thing that you have, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna wait till it finishes loadings. Okay, you see where my cursor's at here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right here is going to be your home. Okay. This next one with the grad one, that's where basically all your lesson plans are going to be. So I want you to click on learn, which is that one right there. That tab. Okay. And when it comes up, you should see this.
I don't have anything right there.
You don't have anything like that?
Uh-uh.
Okay. Then one more thing. You have a search engine on your front, the page that you have right now. Do you have a search, like, so you can fill something in?
Yeah. I have
Okay.
this.
So because today we're going to be, I'm just going to show you how to pull up today's lesson because it's 15. Okay. So what I want you to put in there is 15.1 in that, and then click on it. Okay. Wow. And you should see something
skin
like
theory.
Yes, I'm going to show you what mine looks like. Okay. This is chapter 1. So yours comes up a little bit different, but okay. Hang on. It has to go through all the pages because it's like on page 8, I think, on mine. So give me a second to get there. So let's just say we were on chapter 15. We're going to go on 1 next, but we were on 15, right? And so I'm going to go through all of this. On my screen, I've got like 10, 10B, 10C. You see that, right?
Yeah.
And I'm scrolling down. Okay. So I have to go to 15.1, like I told you. Okay, which is usually on the next page, of course. Come on. My nose is running in here. Okay, so I'm going to go to 15 when I can find it. Next page. Okay, one more page. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. Did you click on yours?
Mine looks different.
I know, when mine comes up. Does it look like this now?
Yeah. Logan, knock it off.
Yeah.
Okay. So before class, okay, you should watch the video that's on there, okay? This is just every day, okay? You'd watch the video and then you wait for me to come on at 1 o'clock. So I want you to scroll down the page, okay? And I want you to look at something. All right, you see where it says slides?
Mine doesn't say slides.
Underneath the video?
No, it just says smart notes.
What's below that?
Learning connection.
Oh, okay, then don't worry about it. Okay, open up your Smart Notes. And it should look like this. When mine comes up, you'll be able to see it. You probably works really fast at home, right?
Yeah.
I got 1,000 teachers and students in here. Is this what you should see? That right there?
It's not exactly like that, but yeah.
But more or less, yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So basically every single day when we're doing theory, I'm helping you fill this information in.
Okay.
Okay. So yesterday when you said you were lost, you didn't know where, you know, all that stuff. Now you'll be able to find it. So you just find your study guide, click on it, whatever chapter we're on, and then I'll go through it in my lecture.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll tell you, okay, in this section right here, I want you to put this, this, and this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, I got one more student in here. I'm gonna get her to go out of the room when she comes in. So just hold on a second.
Okay.
Come on, girl. Get the room so I can get you out of it. Isabella. Isabella. Hi, honey. Can you come back on in about 5 more minutes? I'm kind of showing the student how to do something. Okay. Okay, thanks, hon. All right. I want you to close out because today we're just going to go reviewing through chapter 1 or chapter 15 for the test, but we're going to actually start on chapter 1. So I'm going to put you right there for today's lesson. But what I want to tell you is this. Sometimes they might have you doing homework and they'll tell you, you see where it says learning connection?
Mm-hmm.
You usually have to click on that, or right here with the discussion, you click on that and that would be an assignment. Then there's another one that says an assignment right below it, under should you know? And then you scroll all the way down and you should see lesson challenge, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first two, which were the other ones above, okay, which was what, the assignment and the discussion. Those two, whatever it tells you to do, you'd have to take a picture of it and send it to us on a text message as your homework, okay? If they assign this homework, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This lesson challenge now, you can just submit it, okay, onto the computer. Now the other two will say submit, but they don't go to us, okay? That's why we have you send it as a text message. So I'm gonna have you go out of this one right here, okay? Really, I'm gonna close 15. I'm gonna, okay, hold on, I'm gonna bring this back up. Yeah, I know I went out there. Okay, I'm gonna bring mine back up and we're gonna go back to 1. We're gonna bring up chapter 1.1 today. So after I go through the test questions, then you'll be right where we are. Now, do you have an Apple or a regular laptop?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're tablets and iPhone.
Okay, I'm not sure, this is my thing though. I'm not sure that your notes, if you type them in, or if you want to just handwrite them and then type them in later, once you type the whole page in, I don't know that it saves it properly. So what I'm going to tell you is this. If you have a printer there, print that page. Or if you take your phone, take a picture of it. So at least you have it, you've done the work. Okay. Yeah. Because what happens is if they want to check the work, you can just send it to them in a text message.
Okay.
Okay. Because if you don't, I don't know why it doesn't save. The new one's going to, but this one doesn't save for some reason. And if it doesn't, you're going to go, I just did all this work and it's gone. So I want you to take a picture of it, at least on your phone, that you did it. Okay.
Okay.
And I give you the answers to put in there. So don't worry about that.
Okay.
Okay. So let me get this. Oh God, I'm getting them all coming in right now going, I want to come in. They're going to be calling the front desk pretty soon. I want to get you on to chapter 1 here real quick.
Okay.
Before I let anybody in. So you understand how to get to it now?
Yeah.
So, okay. Come on. And I'm going to share my screen. You can see what
will
I'm
I be
doing.
able to do it on my tablet, like take the notes on my tablet?
You can if you want to, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll save, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Did you download?
I should just screenshot it if anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you download it onto your tablet?
Yes.
Okay. Now you can download it onto your phone also, but the Adobe has to be done on the same account. Otherwise it won't let you. okay? They'll think of it as a different account. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get this one on. Eva's going, I'm not trying to get in and she won't let me in. Can hear it now. Okay. Come on, girl. All right. Now, they're going to ask you to track your homework, okay?
Mhm.
They'll tell you to clock in and clock out. All right, so I brought this up to the very front page, and I'm going to show you something on here. Okay, once you go to the home right there, see what it is? That right there?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, you should be able to scroll down. What's going on? Come back. Should scroll down. There it is. Okay, you see it right here? You see this clock?
Yeah.
Okay, when you start to do your homework and stuff, you're going to click on that, and then you're going to track your time. And then when you're finished with your homework, you're going to come back to that clock and shut it off.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Just so that you know, it's always on the home page. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to go to my lab. That's where all your work's going to be. I mean, under your learn. Sorry. Okay. And we are going to go over here to mine. I have to go down this way. I have to go down to cosmetology because I don't have it downloaded, you know, like a book, like you guys
Yeah.
do. So I pull it up this way. And then I have the slides and I run the slides for you. Okay, so you can come up to 1.1 when you get to learn, okay? And then you can
Okay.
click on that and then find your study guides and open that up, okay? So you'll see this picture. Go ahead and open that up on yours. And then it should be right underneath that video, right where it says, come on, keep going. It'll say study guide, remember? There it goes. See where yours is like, where is it? Wait a minute, come up here. Okay, there. That's where it says smart notes on yours.
Smart
Okay.
notes. Yeah.
That's what you're going to click on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let me go let these crazy people in because they're getting nuts.
Okay.
Let me in. Okay. Okay. I'm going to stop this right here. Okay. Sorry, guys. I was doing something with another student and I was trying to keep everybody out of class. And I go, they're pretty soon they're going to be banging on the door or calling the front desk saying, she won't let me in. Okay, Tatiana. All right, Isabella. Jasmine. And that's it, right? Yeah. Eva, Anthony, Jocelyn, Tatiana, Isabella, Jasmine. Yep. Hello, everybody. You ready to go through test questions? I figured this is what I'm going to do because I know you have chapter 1 to do. I'm going to go half hour on your test questions, like to review, and then half hour on chapter 1. Okay? Because chapter 1 is going to be pretty easy to fill in.
We can't see you.
You can't see me. Oh, I'm sorry. I got there we go. Is that better?
Yeah.
Can you see me now?
I can.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah. So I got these new glasses yesterday, okay, but they don't work for the computer. They literally don't. They're perfect for looking up things and doing my work, but it's blurry because the computer's far away. So now I have to go find a pair of those computer glasses. Because we used to be able to get 2 glasses, right? One so that you can read and one that you can see at distances, right? Now there's
Right.
a half distance in the middle where the computer sits. Okay, who else did I get in there? Max and okay. I'm wondering if Miss Michelle's coming tomorrow or if Miss Connie's still with you guys.
We will find out.
Yeah, we will, huh? Abby, okay. Okay. You're gonna have 30 questions. Okay, tomorrow. I can find your test question. Okay. All right, got everyone in here. Yep. Sorry. Looks like I was missing some of it, I guess not. Okay. H. You got Samantha in here yet? No. Not yet. Isabella.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. There you are. Gotcha. Okay, Abby. Next.
Here.
Okay, I've got most of you. I think I got everybody in here. Adriana. Okay. Adriana, were you not in here yesterday, huh? Adriana,
I'm sorry, what did you say?
were you in here yesterday? I don't remember seeing you.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay, and I got Jocelyn. Oh, yeah, you did. I just put your name down twice. That's why. Well, at least you got credit twice. So everyone got an hour and a half on, or an hour and 15 minutes yesterday. There we go. Okay, what's our time? 1:03. That's not bad. So if you're just joining me, okay, we're going to do half of a class of review questions and half on chapter 1, because I have to get through these two, and chapter 1 is so exciting. So I guess what I want to ask one of you, whoever is not busy, how many pages do you have in your study guide for chapter 1 and chapter 2? Like, how many do you have for 1 to fill in, and how many do you have for chapter 2 in your study guide?
Oh, I think they're like, I don't think they're long. They're very short.
Yeah, I think 2 is probably a little bit more
Let me see.
than 1.
So 1, oh yeah, there is a couple of them.
Yeah, at
It
least in
didn't
that
seem
one. Huh?
like it. So 1
I know.
has like 4
1,000 pages.
has like 4, 3,
Okay.
3 pages.
Okay.
And then 2, where are we at here? 1, 2, 2. But the second one's not even like a real page. It's like a little piece on the top.
Are you talking about like 1.1, 1.2, 1.3?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then 1.3 is 2.
Okay. Because they were asking yesterday, like, well, how long will it take you? Will it take you more than 2 days to get through chapter 2? And I'm like, you do realize you're only giving me an hour, right?
Yeah, that's what
They're
I was
like,
saying.
yeah. And I
too.
go,
was
okay,
like,
so the chapter has like 13 hours in it. And you're telling me I got to get it done in 2 hours. It's not, it's impossible. I go, this is the real theory. This isn't their like theory that they're in the classroom, which is kind of hard.
But
That's why
I'm
it was getting so
wondering,
confusing.
what it's going to be like in the classroom if there's no real hands-on. Is
Oh,
there
there's
hands-
hands-on now.
Okay, okay.
There's
There
hands-on.
is for chapter 1.
There's nothing for chapter 1 though.
That's what I was saying. So I'm like, what are we gonna do?
I don't know, you might be still doing makeup. I don't have any clue because chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. What's chapter 4 in yours again? I can't remember.
Isn't it
Electricity. Okay, so that one's
yeah.
also all 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is anatomy, right?
No,
Anatomy 3 or 5, I can't remember.
3.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, I'm not thinking of 5, but 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 are all like dry subjects. They don't have ops for them. In fact, the only thing that does are like 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, and 15. Those are all your ops. So the rest of it is just why you do those ops. That's why you have that theory part of it. But the other stuff is just regular. It's like high school chemistry, high school, you know, electricity. Just enough so you don't hurt yourself or hurt someone else. Okay. Let me see that I got everyone. And yeah, okay, and Elizabeth. And there was one more person. Okay, I'm going to start calling roll. There she is, Felicia. Okay. Lena, I know you're in here. I saw you.
Hi.
Where'd you go? Okay. Max, let me see that hand, something. Sorry, I'm going to call him the thing. Because all I get is the hand every once in a while. Max, breathe. Where are you? Let me see your hand. That's all I've seen of that poor boy. Okay, Anthony, I've got you. Jasmine H, got you. Samantha H, got you. Ava, got you. All right.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Athena, let's see your pretty face. Now your picture. There you go. All right, Abby. Abby,
Here.
there you go. Okay. Elizabeth R.
Isabella.
Okay. Venetia,
Yes.
Adriana M. Yeah. Okay. Jocelyn.
Here.
Okay. Did I miss anybody? I got you, Tatiana. Okay. Everybody's been called then? All right. So, okay, you know the drill. I'm going across the screen here. No, using the attendance sheet for the first question. All right. You got it? Okay, so Lena, you're the first one on the list there. Okay, your question is, the deterioration of collagen and elastin fibers during the aging process causes what? Rosacea, freckles, macules, or wrinkles?
Can you repeat the question one more time?
Okay, the deterioration of collagen and elastin fibers during the aging process causes what? Wrinkles. Good. Okay, Max, this one's for you. Okay, pseudoriferous glands, sebaceous glands, sensory nerve endings, blood vessels, erecti pili muscles, and a major portion of each hair follicle is found in this layer of skin. Stratum spinosum, stratum corneum, the epidermis, or the dermis?
The second one.
It's going to be in the dermis. Okay, I'm just going to let you know because the epidermis and stratums, those are all on the top layer. The dermis is where all the blood and working stuff is. So we always go, it's alive because everything's in there, nerve endings and stuff. But the area that we're allowed to work on is the epidermis. It's dead. Okay. So that answer is going to be dermis. All right, Anthony, your turn. Okay, we got to get mics off unless I called you. All right. Which of the following terms is another name for keratoma? Is it wart, a callus, a tumor, or a birthmark? Anthony,
Keratoma.
your voice has changed.
Keratoma. A callus?
Yes, it's a callus.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Jasmine H, where are you? Okay, this one's for you. Herpes simplex is a technical term for acne, eczema, psoriasis, or fever blisters.
Is it psoriasis?
No, this one's going to be a fever blister. Herpes simplex is usually a fever blister on your lip. Okay. Samantha H, your turn. All right. Which layer of the skin contains collagen, protein, and elastin fibers to help give the skin its elasticity and pliability? Is it the epidermis, the dermis, the stratum lucidum, or the stratum granulosum?
Is it the epidermis?
Okay, it's gonna be the dermis, you guys. Listen, the dermis has got all the working stuff. You know how we tell you the cortex has got everything in it, like melanin and all the stuff that the hair needs? Well, the dermis has got all the working stuff for skin, okay? So anytime there's something in there that's alive, like a hair follicle or, you know, or a pseudorifus gland, something like that, they're all in that dermis, okay? And your epidermis are all gonna start with stratum. There's an easy way to remember those guys, okay?
Okay.
All right. Who's next? Ava, your turn. All right, the outermost layer of the skin is called the corium, the dermis, the epidermis, or the adipose.
Is it the third one?
Adipose or epidermis, is that what you're trying to say?
Wait, no, can you repeat the question? I'm
The
sorry.
outermost layer of the skin is called, okay, corium, dermis, adipose, or epidermis.
The last one.
Yes, it's epidermis. Good. All right, Abby, do you want to take the next one? I'll try and make it easy for you because I knew you're new.
Thanks.
Okay, here's your question. A disease that spreads by personal contact is known as systemic, congenital, contagious, or occupational?
Contagious.
Yes, good. Okay, Athena, where are you?
I'm here.
Okay, this one's your question, okay? What
Okay.
is the what is the function of the acid mantle? Does it carry melanin, produce sweat, give skin its elasticity, or keep the skin from drying and chafing?
Sorry, hold on. I think it's the either the sweating or I can't pronounce the last one. What was the last one?
Keep the skin from drying and chafing, like getting chapped.
I think it's either the second one or the last one. I can't
Okay,
remember which
it is that last one. It is
Yeah.
keeping the skin from drying and chafing. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Let's see. Elizabeth, this one's for you. A freckle is an example of which type of primary skin lesion? Is it known as a lentigo, a papule, a macule, or leukoderma? What do you think that might be? You want to pass? You can pass if you want. Nope, she's looking. She's looking. First column under primary. It's a freckle. Okay, does someone else want to try?
It's a macule.
Yes, thank you. It's a macule. All right. Isabella, this one's for you. Okay. Mitosis or cell division occurs in which layer of the epidermis? Okay. Is it in the stratum lucidum, the stratum corneum, the stratum granulosum, or the stratum germinativum? And let me go ahead.
Is it the stratum? It starts with the G, I think. I'm sorry, I forgot it. Like
Germinativum? Yes. I was going to say, it's going to be, since it's still alive, it's going to be right next to the epidermis, I mean, the dermis, right? So if whatever layer is right above that one, that's going to be it. And that's the germ part, because remember, it grows from a germ. You guys still remember how to tell which one is which, right? Which layer goes first? The corneum, the lucidum. Connie loves gorgeous straight guys. Remember that one?
Oh my God.
That helps you remember the first letter on each one of them. I know, it's so bad, but hey, that's what I've been using for years. And she's so mad at me. She goes, I'm so tired of you using my name for everything. I go, well, you're the only person I know with a C.
That's
So she
funny.
got it. All right. Venetia, this one's for you.
Yep.
Sebaceous glands are also known as sweat ducts, ductless glands, oil glands, or perspiration glands.
Oil glands.
Oil glands, good. Okay, Adriana, this one's for you.
Okay.
Okay, what is the technical name for the study of skin, including its structure, functions, and treatment called? Is it etiology, anatomy, pathology, or dermatology?
Etiology?
No, this one's gonna be dermatology.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Derma means skin, yeah, that's okay. You guys can get this. All right, Jocelyn, this one's for you. An example of a subjective symptom would be a discharge, redness, swelling, or itching.
Itching.
Yep, you're right, it's itching. Okay, did I give Jocelyn one yet? I can't remember. Did you get to do one yet?
You just
No?
did me.
That's what I thought. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going down my list and making sure I got everybody on there. I'm still thinking Connie loves gorgeous. Okay, Lena, this is your turn then. All right. Chronic is a term used to identify conditions that are visible, brief and severe, frequent and habitual, or influenced by the weather.
Can you repeat the
question?
not the question, the answers again?
Okay, the first one is visible, or brief and severe, or frequent and habitual, or influenced by the weather.
Is it frequent and habitual, or is it severe?
Yep, no, you got it.
Okay.
That's how I remember that one, because I used to say chronic, it's habitual. Just as a little joke, so you can remember that one. The other one's a cute. All right, Max, this one's for you. Okay, what part of the skin is often referred to as the true skin? Is it the stratum germinativum, the stratum lucidum, the epidermis, or the dermis?
What was the question again?
What part of the skin is often referred to as the true skin? Is it the stratum germinativum, the stratum lucidum, the epidermis, or the dermis?
I can't remember, honestly.
Anybody want to try?
The dermis.
It's the dermis. The true skin means it's going to scar. Like if you get down that deep when you have a wound or something open, okay, you're going to leave a scar because the dermis leaves a scar. That's why they call it the true skin. So if you just scratch yourself, you usually don't give yourself, a scar permanently, but if it goes deep enough, it'll damage the real skin underneath there. Okay, Anthony, this one's for you. Okay, an allergic reaction to cosmetics or chemicals which salon professionals may be susceptible to is called papules, chloasma, lentinges, or dermatitis vianetta.
Oh, I want to go with dermatitis vianetta.
Yep. Yep. Because it's talking about skin and itis means
Right.
disorder or something like that. Yeah.
That's what I thought too.
And they're talking about like when you get your hands all dried out from shampooing over and over again. That's basically what that dermatitis vianetta is. Okay. Jasmine H, this is yours. Okay. On the human body, the thickest skin is located on what part? The thighs, the buttocks, the abdomen, or the palms and the soles?
Palms and the soles.
Yep, good. Okay, Samantha, this one's for you. Okay, sweat and oil glands are often referred to as pores, follicles, duct glands, or ductless glands.
The duct glands?
Yep, good. It's really good. Okay, who else is on here? Hey, this one's for you. you out there? Okay. The stratum corneum is composed of what type of cells? Is it melanin cells, granule cells, keratin cells, or squamous cells? The stratum corneum.
Did you say this question's for me, Miss Janie?
Yes,
Can you
it's for
repeat the
Ava.
question? I'm sorry.
Okay, the stratum corneum is composed of what type of cells? Melanin, granules, keratin cells, or squamous cells?
The third one?
The keratin cells, yes, good. All right, Abby, this one's for you. Sweat or perspiration is secreted by what gland? The adrenal, the endocrine, the sebaceous, or the sudoriferous?
The sebaceous.
This one's going to be the sudoriferous. The way to remember those two, the sebaceous and the sudoriferous, is sebaceous and sebum. Sebum is what comes out of that sebaceous gland, and they both start with SEB. That's your oily gland. And the sudoriferous, it's kind of a funky word. It's funky odor. That's your sweat gland. Best I can do with that one. Okay. Athena, are you there?
Hi.
Okay, here's your question. Vesicles can be produced by which of the following conditions? Okay, do you know what a vesicle is?
Sorta,
Like
yeah.
little tiny, yeah, like little blisters. Okay, so vesicles can be produced by which of the following conditions? A callus.
You're breaking up.
Okay, I'm trying not to. Vesicles can be produced by which of the following conditions? A callus, verruca, poison ivy, or dry scaly skin?
You're breaking up really, really bad.
Okay, am I breaking up for the rest of you? No? Yeah. Okay. So it says vesicles can be produced by which of the following conditions? A callus, verruca, poison ivy, or dry scaly skin? Three of those are
The
the
third
same
one?
thing, huh? Yeah, yeah, it's poison ivy. 'Cause that's the only one that has these little, like little blisters. Okay, Elizabeth, this one's for you. Okay, what's another name for the stratum germinativum? Is it epidermis, dermal layer, stratum lucidum, or the basal layer?
What was the question?
What's another name for the stratum germinativum? Okay, this is going to be the layers of the epidermis. If you're looking in your book.
And what were the answers?
Okay, epidermis, dermal layer, stratum lucidum, or stratum germinativum, or excuse me, stratum basal, or basal layer. Anyone want to try?
Is it the basal layer or
The
basal layer?
Yeah, it is, because I kept trying to remember it as like basal in the basement. It's the bottom of the bottom of the epidermis. Good. Okay, Isabella. Okay, this one's for you. A papule is an example of a tertiary lesion, a primary skin lesion, subjective symptom, or secondary skin lesion. A papule.
Can you repeat the answers again, please?
Tertiary lesion, primary lesion, skin lesion, okay, subjective symptom, or secondary skin lesion.
Is it a secondary skin lesion?
Well, that one's gonna be the first one, okay? It's gonna be a primary one, okay? A papule is like the beginning stages of a pimple. That's okay. Let's see. Venetia, this one's for you, okay? On the human body, the thinnest skin is located where? The chin, the eyelids, the soles of the feet, or the skull just behind the ears?
Eyelids?
Yes. Why did they come up with that answer? Skull behind, just behind the ears? Okay. Adriana, this one's for you. What tans the skin to help protect it from harmful UV rays? Is it sebum, melanin, the acid mantle, or the subcutaneous layer?
Melanin.
Yes. Okay. And Jocelyn, this is our last one. Okay. The sudoriferous or sweat glands are controlled by what system? The circulatory system, the endocrine system, the muscular system, or the nervous system?
Nervous system.
Yeah, because we sweat when we get nervous. You guys did pretty good. So those are your test questions for tomorrow when you come back. They're not going to be hard, are they? Just remember the epidermis is on top, okay? And they all start with stratum. And then their other word is Connie loves gorgeous straight guys. Just take the first letter out of each one of those, and that will give you, the dermis is the true skin. It's where all of the working stuff is at. I used to tell my students, it's alive, so that you would know the difference between which one was alive and which one was basically dead. And where mitosis is located, anybody remember? The
Mitosis.
stratum, huh?
You said mitosis?
Huh?
That's the stratum germinativum.
Yep, good. Good, good, good. All right, so now if you'll get your little workbooks out so I can go through chapter 1 with you. Given half an hour on that. Yay, I know you just can't wait for me to tell you. Brush your teeth, take a bath, use deodorant, change your clothes, wash your clothes. All right, so let me get my screen up here to share with you. Let's see what'll happen here. Looks like I still have to download. So, oh, I don't want that one. Stop. I don't want that one. Stop. Go back. All right, I want my slides. Here we go. Is it echoing now? A delayed reaction. Okay. It should come up here just a minute. Come on. Sorry, I just want to get that little that hamster running around that's trying to keep my electricity running to work faster. There it goes. You should be on page 19, correct, in your study guide or your handout, where it says rest and relaxation, right? That's the first thing. Okay. What? It's not that?
It is. It is.
Okay, good, good. If this gets crazy, I'll have to just shut it down and then come back on again. That's the best I can do, okay, you guys? When it comes back up, if it ever loads. And every one of you at home has a faster computer than I do right now, because I have so many students on it and staff. Well, you know, you try
I'm
to
sorry,
get
what
online
section
here.
is it?
It's chapter 1, page 19. In your study guide. In your textbook, it's going to be on page 23 to 25. There we go. Do you see this? The healthy body and mind. Okay. All right, let's bring this down and go to rest and relaxation. Okay, here we go. It's necessary for a healthy, happy life. Okay. Sleep helps relieve frustrations and tensions resulting from everyday activities. What I want you to put in there is just the first bullet up there, and then keep fatigue away with 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Those are the only things that you need to put into your area right there where it says rest and relaxation. Necessary for a healthy, happy life, we need 6 to 8 hours to sleep. How many people need more than that? Is that because you've been home for a year, or is normally?
It's beauty sleep.
Okay, I get it. I actually, no, listen, I actually thought that I needed it too. I kept thinking, okay, and every time I slept more than 6 hours, I felt horrible. I was like groggy the rest of the day. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'd love to just sleep all day. Okay, we're going to go into exercising now. Okay, and regular exercise actually makes us feel better. Okay, whoop, come back here. All right, so you're going to enter this into your exercise. Okay, regular exercise helps us look, feel, and work better. It stimulates blood circulation and encourages proper functioning of our organs. Okay, all of that gets to go into exercise. All right, if you haven't gotten that in there. All right. Okay, once you have it in there, give me a thumbs up. That way I know I can keep moving forward. This next part is so funny. This nutrition. I'm going to see. You probably don't know the difference, but the RDA that they're talking about used to be on the, well, it still is on the side of like cereals and stuff like that. And it actually stands for Recommended Dietary Allowance. And it used to stand for something else, but now it's changed to Allowance. I'm going to move that nutrition up. And all you're going to put in there is the first bullet and the last bullet. So a balanced diet is essential for personal and professional well-being and may prevent certain diseases. Okay, that's what you put in there. Most foods contain a mixture of 3 energy nutrients, which are carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. And energy that food contains is measured in calories. So the RDA stands for Recommended Dietary Allowance. That's also what you need to put in there. You need to remember that one because it's a test question. Okay. So RDA is a test question. And also energy that food contains is measured. They're going to ask that one about calories. So the first and the last. Are there people still writing this? Sometimes I don't know because sometimes you guys already fill this stuff in or not, because we've been through it once, right?
I'm still writing.
Not all of you. Yeah, not all of you,
Listen,
but some of you have. That's okay. Wait till the new book comes out. It'll be so much easier. You and I will both match on the same pages, and I won't have to ask all these questions when I'm trying to do this.
But like new book for us, or?
Well, yeah,
So
it's going to be like it's an easier book to read for the teacher, and that, so like so many people will have this. It's got the same information. It just probably won't have it in the same order, but that already happens with some of you having the newer one that I have, right? Because you have to tell me I'm missing a spot because it's not covered in my book. You know what I mean? Because they've updated this like a couple of times. So this isn't the first update, but this next upgrade is going to be the upgrade for the computer. So a lot of the stuff that we ask you to do that's in the back of the textbook or something like that is homework. it's all on the computer. Everything you can do on the computer, which is kind of nice. There'll be exercises and all kinds of stuff on there. Instead of having to say, okay, take a picture of what you're doing and send us a picture, that kind of stuff. It won't work like that. So even if you're using the older book, you'll still have the exercises, is what I'm getting at. Okay, it'll be easier to follow along. Okay, I'm going to turn the page. We're going to go into hygiene. Okay, and this is the science that deals with healthful living. There are two parts. There's personal hygiene, which is basically our individual, cleanliness, and public hygiene, which is the practice that preserves the health of the community. So that's when we do our disinfection and sanitation, that public hygiene, or behaving at least halfway decent. But that personal hygiene is you. This means taking a shower, using soap, okay, washing your hair, washing your body, brushing your teeth, okay, cleaning your clothes, like washing your clothes, pressing if needed, that kind of stuff. Okay. And then you can turn the page to page 20. And you've got completed. Anybody still filling this in? Poor Tatiana, I'm still going too fast for her. She's like, what? I'm not trying to make you go fast, hon. I know I was going to ask you, Anthony, do you have slides on yours? When you pull up your textbook and your study guides online, do you have slides?
So when I do my workbook stuff, what we're going over here, it'll have like a video in the section.
Right.
It'll have the learning connection. As for my book is just an ebook.
Right. So what I'm asking though, do you have this, what I'm doing right now, do you have these slides on yours?
No, I don't have any. All the stuff you show me on here it doesn't look like that.
Oh, okay. Okay. So that's what's going to be different too on it, because they'll get that in their book that's just like this.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be kind of nice in that aspect anyways. Okay.
I'm good. I got it down.
Okay. There we go. Let me turn this. Okay, so we're going to go through primary health hazards, maybe. Yeah, here it is. Under this hygiene, it says, as a professional in the salon, you're expected to protect your clients against. And that's where the primary health hazards go. So the first bullet up there is impure air from poor ventilation. When somebody in here actually pours their monomer, which is not odorless, and we all choke to death, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, inadequate lighting is the second one. The third one is improper disinfection practices. This is how people can get diseases because we didn't properly disinfect our implements. And then the improper storage or use of food, meaning the refrigerator is used for supplies that we use here and for food. You can't do that. Okay, your job as a professional is to protect and serve the public. You don't have to put that. You just need to put the 4 bullets down underneath the primary health hazards. Okay, I should be the bad person here. I'm going to show you something or tell you a little story here. I had to give a class for the galvanic current for the whole class, the whole school pretty much, for their theory. And I had mixed up a solution. It was a little powder and water, and I put it in one of those old milk jugs, okay? And it looked like yellow Kool-Aid. And I wrote on the outside of it, do not drink. Told everyone in the class, this is a chemical that we're going to use for our facials. And I put it in the refrigerator. The next day, someone had drank half of it, right? And I had to go to class and I said, okay, which one of you guys drank the yellow stuff in there? And then nobody wanted to admit it. And I said, okay, well, whoever it is, can you come see me? Because that was a chemical and I want to make sure you're okay. So I get these 2 students coming up and they're like, we were the ones that drank it. I go, what did it taste like? And they're like, it needed sugar. I go, okay, it was a chemical. It wasn't an actual drink. It said, do not drink on it. Why did you drink it? And they're like, we were thirsty. We just thought it was somebody wrote, do not drink, so we wouldn't drink thirst. I'm like, oh my God. So from that point forward, we really didn't have a problem with people drinking anything that said, do not drink. But because I had put it in the same refrigerator that you guys put your foods in, that was a no-no. Okay, so that's what I'm getting at. It's like, you can't do that. Not in the shop either. Okay, let me share that screen again. Tell you, I've done so many bad things and had to pay the cost of all of it. Most of them were in school though. All right. I'm going to move on to oral hygiene. Okay, and this basically, we're talking about bad breath, which is also known as halitosis. Okay, oral hygiene refers to maintaining healthy teeth and keeping your breath fresh. Okay, regular bathing, using soap for cleanliness, followed by the application of a deodorant, plays a major role in preventing unpleasant odors. Some of us do not have the luxury of using deodorant as an extra, oh, I don't really need it. We all need it. And chewing gum is one of the worst things you can do when you're working with a client. If you're thinking about your breath, a mint is perfectly fine, but chewing gum, it just looks like a horse trying to chew it. And not only that, here's my worst story ever, okay? If you are chewing that, your mouth is opening and closing for that gum, correct? All right, hair blows through this school no matter what happens throughout the day. It's not because somebody has a blow dryer, there's just hair, little tiny hairs that grow everywhere because this is a salon and little hairs stick places. You just can't see them all, okay? So if you're opening up your mouth, you're inhaling that hair and then it's chewing with your gum. So now you're chewing hair and gum. So think about that the next time you want to put a piece of gum in your mouth here in the school, because it's nasty. Okay, a mint, you keep your mouth closed usually when you're, sucking on that mint, but not gum. But have you ever given a haircut? I know you guys do these at home. You give somebody a haircut and you think the house is clean, you cleaned everything up, and then days later you find 1, 2 little hairs floating around. That's basically what happens here because we have a bunch of students that cut hair. Okay. So we're not going to put this in our book yet, okay? It's telling you the image that we put out for other people to see. Beautiful hair is clean and healthy, okay? Communicate your professional expertise because we are working on hair, okay, with your own hair design or color or perm. Those of you that have not done anything with their hair since they started, they've got this long, beautiful hair and they're going to keep it forever. Okay, when you're going into the work field, a lot of people that come in to see you want to see different styles, even on you. So the person that usually has the most clients is the one that changes up their hairstyle, changes the color all the time, okay? It kind of gives your customers something to think about. Well, oh, wow, you went that color, I could do that. Okay, people that never would have thought about it before, they're looking towards you. So what you look like, okay, sometimes they're just envious and they want to look just like you, okay? So you want to put your best foot forward. All right. On your image, okay, right below that, I'm going to give you something to put in there, okay? So you're going to write hair care on the first line and just write clean and healthy, okay? Right next to image. Okay. Then you want to write healthy, glowing skin. Okay, and then you're going to put foundation, which is the little box on the bottom here. Foundation should match the skin tone. Contouring with light colors broadens or brings something out. Contouring with dark colors narrows or diminishes or recedes it. So it makes it kind of not there.
We have one with the image and it says like, one sec, let me get back to it. Hair care dash, and then it says clean, healthy hair equals beautiful blank.
Hair.
Okay.
There. Sorry. That's why I was just going, I'm like, hair care, beautiful hair. Okay.
Thank
Do you have any more? Do you have exercise, nutrition, exercise, or good nutrition, exercise, and rest equals healthy, glowing skin?
That's
Yeah, that
written
one's
in
already
for
there.
us. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And then your foundation should always match your skin tone. And then contouring with light broadens and contouring with dark diminishes. I never heard of contouring with light. It's always highlight. Okay, is that all you have in your book right for that part?
Yes, for that part.
Okay, good. All right. How about dress for success?
That's next.
Okay. Your clothing must be clean, shoes polished, and dress well. Okay, so it's clothing must be clean, shoes polished, and dress well. They're adding hands in here, okay? And your hands should be manicured. Those of you that do not like to put a clear polish on because you just want it to be natural, there is a little bit of a cream that you can put out, and you can use like a little chamois. It's like a buffer, but it has a chamois on the end of it, and you use that cream and you actually buff up that nail, and it looks like it's been clear polished. But the nice thing about it is it stays real shiny like that for at least a week, even though you've washed your hands and, you know, all day long. But it doesn't chip like nail polish does when you put clear on there. So it does look nice on gentlemen. It looks nice on women, both of them. So you can see how he's giving that haircut there, that you'd want to have nice nails or fingernails or hands anyways, because your client's going to be seeing it. Okay. And it says, wear protective gloves whenever performing chemical services. I will swear to this for you guys right now, because my hands have been through so many chemicals that I did not wear gloves, that it dries them out and actually removes that protective layer that you have. So now I can't even wear a glove on it without it irritating my skin. So please wear your gloves. Okay. Okay. Do you have a place for feet?
We don't have a place for hands either.
I know, that's why I asked. Okay, so don't worry about this one. It's take proper care of your feet. Practice good posture. Wear good fitting, low, broad-heeled shoes. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right now, those little cute stilettos and nice heels that you're wearing, okay, oh, I can wear them all day long. When you're working 10 to 12 hours a day, they're not going to be very comfortable because you're working in a shop where you have concrete underneath you, kind of like the floors that we have here. So if you don't have a mat that'll take off some of that stress on your feet, you're going to really have messed up feet by the time you get out of this industry. So take good care of your feet. Right, you do have posture tips, right?
But yes.
On your feet? Okay, so good posture enhances your physical well-being and it reduces the physical stress. I'm actually going to go through this one really quickly because this is not in your book either. Clothing, ensure that it's freshly washed. We went through that. Clean and pressed. Clean and polish your shoes. Dress for success by incorporating current trends with your personal sense of style. If you need this for yourself because you're not sure if you look presentable, put a full-length mirror right next to your front door or just before you leave to go out the door. You want to make sure you look at yourself in a full mirror and say, hey, would I hire this person? Okay, don't get cocky and say, yes, I'd hire that person. But you're taking a second glance at what you're wearing. Okay, is your chest, your blouse too low? Is your bottom, if you're a guy, are your pants pulled up? Okay. Is your behind covered? Okay, all these things. You want to make sure that you are presentable. Always go to work thinking like you were going to an interview. Okay, that's the best way to describe it. All right, here you go, your posture. Okay, so maintaining that good posture and moving properly will, and these are the bullets that you have, okay? You're going to write in there that it enhances your physical well-being. Okay, it offers protection from muscle strain and potential injury. It reduces fatigue and presents an attractive image. Oh, okay, I got you, Jasmine. Okay, so those are your postures.
Those are not our postures.
Okay, let me ask you if this is what your posture tips are. Use a height adjustment on chairs.
Yep.
Okay, good. So this is a little backwards here. So number one would be use the height adjustment on the chairs. That means pumping the chair up or down. Okay, two would be to keep your head up, your chin level, and your shoulders relaxed. And then your third one would be when sitting, Keep your knees together, feet on the floor, and sit back in the chair. So think of yourself as a princess and your legs are staying closed the entire time. I'm just going to check something on here. If anyone needs me to repeat what I just said, let me know. I'm just going to check this. Okay, here it is. I'm like, I got these things really messed up. I hate when they throw something in there that's not in my book. So messes it up. The three things that I had just spoke about. If you have these in there, we'll move on to page 21. Okay. You still writing, Abby? Okay, how about Tatiana, how you doing, hon? My
I'm good.
internet's crazy right now. So can I change the page? Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna go over to 21 where it says ergonomic tips. Okay. Everyone always gets this word or the definition of it wrong. Okay. Basically, it's the science that deals with how you do your work, what body movements or positions or tools and the equipment that you use. Okay. And the effect that these things have on your body. Okay. For your health and comfort. What they're trying to say is this: when you learned how to cut, okay, with your shears, we all have them going like this, right? You're pulling that hair down and you've got your hand like this, okay? At least for one position, all right? When I was taught, okay, to do that solid form, my hand went this way. Can you see? So because ergonomically, most of the people in my generation ended up with carpal tunnel because of the way we worked our shears. We're trying to stop that and change the way that we do things so that we don't mess our bodies up. And ergonomics basically is just that. It looks at how you do your work and how it damages the body the way you use it. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way I can explain it, is like showing you how to cut hair, and now they do it a different way because of that. Okay, when you're standing behind a chair, instead of bending forward like this to try to get something, bring the chair up, okay? And if you have to, bring your pelvis forward so that you're not bending over and hunched, okay? Bringing that forward and you can still at least see what you're trying to see. It's just different ways that we learn to do things so that we don't trash our bodies. Okay. Has everyone got this already too? I'm gonna wait for Tatiana and Abby. Have you got this filled in, ladies?
I think this part's already filled in for us.
Oh, it is? Geez, you get this filled in and I had to fill mine in. Okay, I'm the teacher. All right, this next part is preventing neck and back problems, correct? Okay, we'll finish this and then I'll let you go for the day, okay? So basically you should have 10 of these, okay? These bullets all go where it says prevent neck and back problems. So it's working with your back straight, using a freestanding sink. Do you know what a freestanding sink is? Okay, freestanding sinks are when you can get behind the sink. So they're like the little portable ones, sort of. They're kind of nice. They're new. We don't have them. We end up twisting our back like this, trying to get around on each side of the client, right, to shampoo them. But a freestanding, you can stand right behind the sink. It's kind of nice. Tilting the client's head when necessary, okay? Don't try and scoot down and try and get behind that ear. Go ahead, push their head a little bit this way, okay? Work with the client standing up if they have long hair. I do this all the time because there's no reason for me to get on my knees and cut her hair. And you can't really get a straight line if she's sitting in the chair because there's like 4 inches between her back and that chair. You know what I mean? When you pull that hair down past that. So you have them stand, okay? And you can sit in a stool if you need to, but have her stand up so you can get an even line, especially when you're getting a solid cut in there. Use the tilted seat or a wedge shaped cushion for manicures. Place 1 foot on a stool, basically when you're on a break. Avoid high heels and avoid overreaching. Next week, when we finish these, you're going to hear a lot of these repeated over and over again. So some of them that are part of the back and the neck and the foot and the wrist, they're all going to be intertwined. So it's kind of getting redundant, but I'm just getting you a heads up before we start getting into it. It's basically telling you to work with your body so it doesn't hurt your body. Because if you don't do this correctly, what's going to happen is you're going to be out of the industry so quickly because your body can't tolerate it. You're going to have backache, shoulders, everything is going to hurt. And trust me, when you once get out of here, because you guys think that 2 clients for a day is like, oh, I've done so much today. I giggle. I'm like, wait till you're in the shop and you're doing 10 to 12 people a day. Okay. Then you'll remember what we taught you in school. Work better and smarter and not harder. I ask students all the time, what part of this industry do you want to do? Oh, I just want to do haircuts. Why? And they're like, because I just want to do the haircuts. And I'm like, okay, so you've done 30 haircuts today and I've done 2 clients because I did 2 chemicals and I still made more money than you. So want to do haircuts all day? Yeah, me either. I look at haircuts, honestly, as like supersizing my fries, okay? I'm going to color her or I'm going to perm her and I'm going to put that little haircut in there for that, and that's about it. Okay? So think of it like that. You want to make more money doing less work. Okay. If you finish this right here, I will shut the screen off or I'll leave it up for you. The rest of you can go home. You're off.
We
We're
have
done with
one
the
that
class.
says,
Huh?
Where it says bend slightly, is it forward?
Uh-huh.
We have one bullet, it says bend slightly, is it forward?
No, it's just bend knees slightly.
Bend knees slightly.
Yes,
okay.
bend knees slightly.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. I'm going to read the actual ones from my book that say, work with your back straight, right? Use the freestanding sink, adjust the height of the chair, tilt the client's head, use the tilted seat or wedge, bend the knees slightly, place 1 foot up on a break, avoid high heels, stand on a footstool. This is if you're short, and I did have a friend that was like 4'2". She had to stand on a stool just to do a haircut on a man with the chair all the way down to the bottom. Okay, work with your client standing if she has longer hair. Okay, so that's what your book says.
Yeah.
Correct?
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. We got 2 days together, okay? All right. I'll see you, those of you who are here tomorrow. If not, I'll see the rest of you next Tuesday, okay?
Bye.
Good luck on your test tomorrow.
You'll be fine.
Yes, you will. Bye-bye.